What's going down, people? How you doing? TK coming at you. Just want to talk to you today about success and what your definition of success is. Because personally, just from the standpoint of my life and my life only, I try to make decisions and position myself in different situations where my money gets a job and in the future it pays me more than what I put out to pay for whatever it is that I'm using to employ my money. So an example is I'm looking for ways to spend on assets. You know, I try to pay myself by actually buying assets that accumulate in value over time, things that appreciate, and I spend a lot of money on assets. You know, I have gold and silver on auto ship that comes to me every month. I've made a few strides in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin appreciates year by year. It's the best performing currency compared to every other currency in the world. Every year Bitcoin goes up in value. So I've made some strides in Bitcoin, and I really just try to think about what can I do right now that's going to pay off next year. And it seems like a lot of people don't have that mentality. You know, everything's about choices. Everything's about how you position yourself. So if you make a decision to spend money on something that could go up in value, then you hope that a year from now it pays off, and you position yourself financially so that, you know, you're not working for money until you die. That's the reason why I do it. You know, not a lot of people spend money on things that make money, but the reason why I do it is because I don't want to be working for money until I die. At some point I want to make some decisions where I make my money work for me, and I try to make smart decisions in terms of something of low value that could go up over time. So if I spend whatever little bit of change that I have, the $500 I spend on gold and silver every month, you know, to me that's a long-term strategy that could position me in a better place. The money I spend on Bitcoin and mining, I'm scaling up a mining contract so that over the course of a year, maybe 2 years, the amount of money that I get from my mining hopefully outweighs my salary. So those are decisions that I'm making by investing in cryptocurrency, by participating in what most people would consider a new market, because the average person, 9 out of 10 people don't know what a Bitcoin is. So if you're mining Bitcoin today, you're participating in a new market that not many people know about or care about. So you have to really just make decisions. I mean, I think that's all this life is about, is make some smart decisions and try to get to the point where something you did made sense. You know, if you look at hindsight, you can say, okay, this makes sense. You know, 2020 vision can come to you in terms of if you would have invested, let's say in 2010, when Bitcoin was like $200, if you would have invested in it, you would be a gazillionaire today. So that's something that makes sense, because when you look with 2020 vision, you can see how it's paid off. You can pick certain stocks from 2010, you know, when Google first came out, when Facebook first came out. I mean, you could look back in time and say it would have made sense if I cared about this and I spent some money on it, because it would have positioned me financially in a better position. So not having the ability to look forward into the future, I still try to look at different things and position my money in those things so that I win. And the only reason for this YouTube video and Facebook post is to encourage some other people to think about doing the same thing. Because from what I see, most people spend their money on liabilities that take money out of their house. And the average person doesn't have the investment mindset of making money get a job and having it being spent on some sort of investment that could actually pay off in the future. So if you're not doing that and you're not in that mindset, this is just a kindly suggest that you think about it. That's what I'm doing for myself. The only person I affect is myself. So this video is really self-therapy, as all my videos, because I remind me the war is with me. The war is with me and the decisions that I make today. And I just remind myself all the time that let me make some smart decisions. Let me invest in some smart companies. Let me put money into gold, into silver, into Bitcoin. And I just constantly think about that in terms of I want a better future. I don't want to have to work until I'm 70, 80 years old. So let me do some things that make financial sense. And maybe listening to this video will make somebody else go to war with themselves and think about the same things. Because having casual conversations with people, I seem to be on a lonely island where financial management and financial IQ doesn't seem to be a part of people's thinking. Now, I know that's not something they teach in school, but there's no reason for people to be financially dumb in the age of information where anything you want to find out, you can Google. Anything you want to learn about, you can put effort into. So I'm suggesting you guys learn how to make your money get a job. Learn how to make some smart decisions today that will pay off tomorrow.